Hey everybody, Scorpion here. So it's been a long day, nothing like a trip to the VA for nothing to happen. I think the only thing I've really accomplished was getting us out here, which is pretty neat. Um, but we got some more stuff in today. I figured I'd do a little video, show what we got and what it's for. So if you're interested, stick around and we'll be back with you. Alright, so let's cut this bad boy open, see what we got. Alright, so this will help me. It's 2 terabyte SSD basically, but this will help me with processing video, creating video, and help the computer process it faster and be able to get that video out easier without slowing my system down so much. Apparently the computer I got's not the best computer in the world. I'm not sure if it's all of them or if it's just that, so we're kind of going step by step. These things are not cheap, by the way, but I've got this, it's ready, so that will be installed in the computer probably here in the next couple days. So we will have that installed, up and running. I got the new computer because the old one was acting up, and this one's been acting up ever since I started using it. So it's nothing like wasting, $600-700 on a computer. And we have been through everything on the computer and have not been able to completely pinpoint exactly what's going on. So if this doesn't straighten it out, the next thing is possibly replacing the motherboard and or the processor in it. So sometimes you just got to do what you got to do, work with what you got. Would it have been cheaper for me to buy a new one? Yeah, maybe, but at least this way it's built to my specs and what I need, and we can turn it loose and let it go. So that's in and ready to be installed here soon. And then this goes to the big computer, I do believe. So let's see what we got. So we have 360 cameras. We did spend a few $100s on the cables for that, to carry the high definition from the cameras back to the computer. But what we didn't realize was that we had to carry the power to the camera, that it wouldn't get power from the high definition SSD. So we had to pick up some USBs. So there'll be 2 cords running every camera, one carrying power, one running video. So we got 2 short ones, or shorter, and then we got 2 more that are like, well actually 3 more, 3 more something that are kind of like the same size. So that was another good little chunk of money there, just to get power to the computers, or to the cameras. And the cheapest ones they had were 25-foot each cable. So I knew I had 100-foot I had to run to one, and this 25-foot should catch the short one. And we already got a cable. They got us out to the longer one in the shop, or in the office area. So that should get us 3 cables, or 3 cameras up and running. And we are possibly looking at going to 4, but we'll have to see as time allows. Again, we'll probably run this for a little bit for y'all to see what's going on. You should be able to bring the phone up and pull up on the camera and be able to rotate around the shop and see anything and everything you want to see, and possibly zoom in and zoom out. But we told y'all from the get-go we wanted to be able to show y'all the business, show y'all what we're doing, let y'all see, and that kind of thing. So yeah, so there'll be more information coming out on that once it is up and going, because this is not everything by no means. I think last video I showed these came in. Don't want to overload any one system, so this is basically HDMI splitters, to 4-way splitters on each. So one of these should run all the cameras, and I have a second one for any other cameras I want to add. We do want to add cameras at workstations so you get a close-up personal view of what's going on. But we've got to buy those cameras, and it's going to take time. And after doing all this stuff and everything, we got to really looking at the computer, and wouldn't you know, it doesn't have the HDMI inputs. So that is pretty much the last thing that needs to be purchased, and it is it's right at $700 for that card to handle the HDMI inputs into it. So when we go to add more cameras later, we're going to have to buy another one of those cards, use another one of these splitters, and rebuy another like $300 or $400 worth of cables to be able to get other cameras up and going. So our hope is that y'all will really like what we have and what we're showing and what we're doing, and be willing to pay a monthly subscription fee to be able to see in the shop anytime you want, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We plan on it being live. Even if there's nobody here, the camera should still be working. You should still be able to see in it. But that is the thought process, because we want to leave that computer running all the time. So we have basically, by the time we purchase this last card that we need to hook the cameras into it, this will be about $5,000 worth of computer. And if we hook the other cards, or if we get more cameras and hook other stuff into that, then that computer will become about a $6,000 computer, and that does not include anything that's connected to it, cables, cameras, none of that stuff. But we're trying to build a great experience for y'all, where y'all can see what's going on and that kind of thing. And as we move from one shop to another, which will probably happen, hopefully if I have my way in the next year, but we'll see how stuff pans out, then we'll have to undo all this stuff, move it to the new one, and get it up and running there. So one day at a time, one thing at a time, and I guess that's about it. So hope y'all enjoyed. Just trying to keep y'all updated on what we got going on. See y'all next time.